Welcome back to another episode of The Last Lap. My name is Jimmy, and I'm joined by my friend and co host Matthew as always. We have some previews coming up for this week. All three series will be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So we're going to give you guys our predictions for that. And we also have some news to talk about as well. But before we hop into it, we want to make sure just to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel. We upload videos every Monday and Friday. And then in between videos, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at The Last Lap News. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the only news that we have for you guys this week has to do with one of the new tracks that NASCAR is going to be at this year. And that is COTA, aka Circuit of the Americas, which is in Texas. That's the track that Formula One races at. And it's a road course. So some Cup drivers were able to test there earlier this week. It was Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., and Brad Keselowski. In my opinion, when you let Chase Elliott test at a road course, I think that's trouble for the field. So I don't know. I guess they selected him since he was really good there at road courses or something. But in my opinion, if you let Chase Elliott test, then that's going to be a wrap for that race. But I mean, Truex is a good road course racer too, so you can't really count him out of it. But I'm looking forward to that road course. It's really tight. There's a few really tight hairpin turns, and I'm really excited to see how the Cup Series does there. And I think they'll have practice there as well, so it'll be good for them to at least for everybody to get some practice on the track. But Matthew, what's your thoughts on the testing, and then what you're going to think of the upcoming race at COTA?
Well, I think it's cool they did a test. For gotta know what tires are going to be good on those heavy race cars on those sharp turns. You gotta realize that track was made for Formula One, and we all know how sharp Formula One can turn on those tight turns. NASCAR is way different in that; they're way heavier by stock cars compared to a really, really lightweight open wheel car. So it's going to be interesting what tire they use. Make sure it don't, blow out like 5 laps because of those sharp turns. They'll be slipping and sliding. In my opinion, I feel like one driver that should have brought for the test is A.J. Allmendinger, just because we all know how heavily experienced he is on road courses. Like, I think he has way more road course experience than any of those three guys. I know those guys that wins a road course. Well, actually, did Brad Keselowski win on a road course?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Because 2012.
Okay, 2 drivers.
Yeah, I think 2012 was the closest he got,
But anyways, I feel like they should have brought A.J. Allmendinger just because of his knowledge on road courses. I know he only has one win on a road course in the Cup Series, but he still has more knowledge, I feel like, than any of those drivers. So, I mean, I feel like A.J. Allmendinger should have been there, but it's going to be interesting how they race 40 cars. I feel like it'll be a full field because a lot of people are going to want to race on the inaugural race there. So it'll be interesting how it goes for the Cup for all 3 series there.
Yeah, and another thing is that track is really narrow too, at least from what I've seen. And like with Formula One, there isn't that much passing, so it'll be interesting if the Cup drivers get a little more aggressive and use the bumper, because obviously stock cars you can bump a little bit, whereas Formula One cars, if you just even touch another car, like your tires basically off the car, like you're done.
And a penalty as well.
Yeah, and you get penalties and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how aggressive the NASCAR drivers get, since there isn't that much passing. So now that go ahead. What?
And plus, And plus, like in F1, let's just be honest, the 2 Mercedes are going to be up front the whole time. Compared to the Cup cars, I think the Cup race there is going to be extremely competitive because of the unknowns. It's a brand new track for everybody. I mean, there's probably going to be like 1 or 2 drivers that might have raced there in different series. But other than that, mostly everybody has never raced on that track. So it's going to be interesting. I feel like it's going to be extremely competitive.
now it is time to make our picks for all three races coming up this weekend at Las Vegas. So we're going to start with Truck and Xfinity first. I guess I'll go ahead and start with Truck and Xfinity. So my truck pick is going to be Sheldon Creed. That's going to be my pick. I feel like he was really fast last year. I think I picked him for the road course last time too. But
he finished second that race.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick Sheldon Creed for that, and then for Xfinity, I'm picking the same guy I picked last week, Austin Cindric. At least I think I picked Cindric last week. Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna pick Austin Cindric for Xfinity. Those are my two picks because both of them dominated their series last year. So I don't think they're gonna let off anytime soon. So those are my two picks for Truck and Xfinity. How about you? Who you got?
Come on, man. The Truck Series. Did you
What?
miss the entry list? Who's going to be in the field this weekend in the Truck Series? The
I don't
51
know.
truck?
Who's gonna? Don't tell me Kyle's gonna be in it.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my gosh!
Come on. You're going to not pick him. We all know how he runs in the Trucks and Xfinity Series. He's
Hey,
always.
you never know. He's lost a few times in trucks. He's not undefeated, so you never
Well,
know.
last year was 2020. This is 2021. So,
You never
anyways, come on. I mean, it's hard not to pick him. But even if you're a Cowboys fan or not, it's hard not to pick him when he's in the Trucker Xfinity Series. He's just that fast and dominant, it seems like. So, of course, I'm going to pick Cowboys in the Truck Series because I'm definitely confident that's going to happen unless something happens, like a mechanical failure or wreck. But other than that, I don't see anything else stopping him. Xfinity Series, I'm going to pick Noah Gragson on this one. He's looking for revenge after that heartbreaking 3 laps to go wreck that happened with a 9-second lead. So I think he had enough Whataburgers, and now he's ready to get his revenge, and I think he's gonna win in his hometown.
And just to let you know, I'm pretty sure it was Atlanta when Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch first racing trucks last year. They both had issues, and they both ended up like screwing that race over. I don't remember who won it, but like I think Chase hit the wall and Kyle sped on pit road, or vice versa, or I don't know.
Was it? I feel like it was Grant Enfinger, I think.
I don't know, but anything's possible. So those are our picks for Truck and Xfinity. So now we're gonna hop into our Cup picks. So I'll let Matthew go first for his main pick, his threat pick, and his sleeper pick.
All right. So my main pick for this weekend, Las Vegas, is going to be Brad Keselowski. And my reason why is the Penske cars have always shown a lot of speed there. I think this weekend is going to be no different. The Penske cars are going to be out front a lot this race. And my threat to win is going to be another Penske car, Joey Logano. Because what? He's been good. He is good there.
I know. Yeah.
He's a Penske car. Penske car's always been good there. So I feel like he's going to be a threat. And my sleeper pick is going to be Kurt Busch. Not only because he was the last time he won there, last time we went there he won, but he's been really quietly been consistent so far this season. He's been up front, top 10, top 5, really quietly. I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot. So I feel like Kurt Busch will be a sleeper. But there's 3 guys who have horrible starts this season that we need to keep an eye on. One is Ryan Blaney, the other Penske car, who has not had a terrible start to the season. And this is a crucial year for him. He needs a breakout year. I said the same thing about William Byron, and he's already taken the right steps of winning early. And Ryan Blaney needs to take that step to be a championship contender, a rising star. Not these one win and done seasons he's been having. So I'm keeping on Blaney. Another driver, Eric Almirola, is a contract year for him. So he's not really known for being the dominant car or winning a lot of races. In fact, there's only 2 wins of super speedways. So it's not. He's already had a bad start, so he needs to pick up the pace because it's a crucial year for him as well. And the third driver has to be Matt DiBenedetto. He finished second in Las Vegas last year twice, but this season is already had a horrible start. I don't think he hasn't even, he's guys have been we're racing cars that are having the points right now. And this is also a contract year. He already knows he's not going to be in that run, and time is ticking to get another top run. And it's not looking good right now because he started off horribly. We'll see how he does in Vegas though, because he's got second place finishes there twice.
So I was laughing because, well, you'll see. But as far as my main pick goes, I'm picking Joey Logano as my main pick. And then my threat is Brad Keselowski. That's why I laughed. because of the exact same reason that you said. Both of those guys have been very good there. I wouldn't count out Kevin Harvick either. He's a Ford and he's won there once or twice, I'm pretty sure. I know he's won there at least once, maybe multiple times in the 4-car. But Kevin Harvick's another good option, but my main pick is Logano. My threat is Brad. And then I think you're going to like my sleeper pick. I'm going to pick Kyle Busch. I'll pick Kyle Busch as kind of like a sleeper because he hasn't performed well. Last year was obviously a rough year. He got a good start. He got a good start in the Clash and got that win. But I'm not sure how well he'll run at mile and a half. So last week at Homestead, he was able to scrape a top 10 out of a bad day. So Kyle Busch is going to be my sleeper pick. And as far as drivers to watch, kind of like you mentioned, I feel like Martin Truex is a very important one to watch as well because he is also in a contract year, I think. It's either through this year or through next year.
No, he signed an extension like
through next
before
year,
the season started.
I think it's through next year then. But either way, like even like just getting a 1-year contract extension, I don't think that's what he was looking for. And with Joe Gibbs's youth movement moving up pretty quick, if he doesn't start winning multiple races this year or next year, he could very well be getting the boot instead of somebody like Harrison Burton, Ty Gibbs, etc. might take that ride in the next year or two. So Martin Truex Jr. is my one to watch because of his contract coming up at the end of next year, I'm pretty sure, because he signed a contract extension. So Martin Truex Jr. is my other driver that needs to be watched this weekend as well. That is it for this episode of The Last Lap. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let us know down below in the comment section who your picks are for this weekend for the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. I know our last video, or 2 videos ago, our Homestead predictions video got like 70 or 80 plus views. So thank you guys for that. Yeah, 80 something, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for your continued support. Make sure you check us out on Instagram and Twitter. I'm usually on Twitter during all of the races, just retweeting stuff and commenting my opinions throughout the race. And then we post stuff on Instagram as well. So our next video will come out Friday. We will be reviewing all 3 races. So until then, Friday. We'll see you guys. What? Yeah. Oh, Friday. Sorry. Monday. Wow. Oof. Yikes. Man. Long day.
Come on,
it's finals week it's finals week / midterm week for both of us. So if I said something wrong in this video, that's what it was. We're both up to here with school
it's been
stuff
a long
week, but
it's already been a long semester for us.
Been a long semester. But so Monday will be the day our video comes out for these reviews. But until then, we'll see you guys in the next episode.